Welcome to Vetted, the channel dedicated to exploring the unexplained and sharing real accounts of the unknown. Today, we journey back to 1988 to a summer in Michigan that forever altered a young life. This is the compelling testimony of an 8-year-old who not only witnessed a UFO, but experienced an incredibly intimate and profound encounter with a non-human being. An encounter filled with advanced technology, silent communication, and a revelation of secret knowledge. This is a story of chosen contact, lasting effect, and the universe reaching out. It's been 36 years since that summer, but the memories remain as sharp and vivid as if they happened yesterday. I'm finally getting this off my chest. Something that has lived within me, a profound secret for more than 3.5 decades. It all unfolded in Michigan back in 1988, a year that should have been filled with typical childhood adventures, but instead introduced me to phenomena beyond earthly comprehension. My brother and I, inseparable playmates in those sun-drenched months, had seen a UFO over our house. What's remarkable is that this wasn't a singular event. We witnessed it on 2 separate occasions, though my most personal experience went far beyond just a sighting. The first time I saw it, it was an orange orb. The very name conjures something both mystical and mechanical. It wasn't a distant flicker of light or a fleeting streak across the sky. This was a substantial object, a sphere of pulsating, deep orange light, and it hovered slowly, deliberately, directly over our home. It moved with an impossible grace, a controlled drift that defied the physics of any aircraft I knew. As it glided onward, maintaining its incredibly slow pace, I could sense something about it. It had an internal buzzing, a vibration that was too high-pitched for my ears to register in our usual way. It was a frequency that I felt more than heard, a subtle hum that vibrated deep within my bones, an energetic signature that distinguished it from anything mundane. That quiet, impossible buzzing was the first direct sensory input that screamed otherworldly. That same summer, a period already marked by the unusual sighting, the true depth of the experience unfolded. I remember the distinct sensation of my body beginning to lift. It wasn't a sudden, jarring pull, but a gentle, almost tender ascension from my bed. A feeling of weightlessness enveloped me, not frightening, but profoundly disorienting. One moment, I was in my familiar room. The next, the sensation of floating ceased, and I suddenly appeared in front of a shimmering, polished metal door. The change was instantaneous. The door was just there, a seamless, reflective surface. And then, without a sound or any discernible mechanism, it suddenly disappeared, vanishing as if it were merely an illusion. In its place, bathed in a soft, ethereal glow, stood a truly magnificent and beautiful female being. Her presence was immediate and captivating. Her features were perfectly symmetrical, almost sculpted, exuding an otherworldly serenity. She was definitely not from Earth. Every fiber of my being registered that profound difference. Her beauty was not merely aesthetic. It was infused with an intelligence and grace that transcended anything I had ever encountered. And then she spoke, her voice not heard with my ears, but resonating directly in my mind. "Welcome, Dee. I've been watching you for a very long time." I remember thinking, what? I'm only 8 years old, LOL. The absurdity of being watched for a very long time at such a young age struck me even then. A flash of childlike logic amidst the impossible. and I never even got a word out because she didn't just wait for my questions. She answered my questions as soon as they came up. It was a silent, instantaneous form of telepathic communication, a direct mental dialogue that felt utterly natural, even as it blew apart every notion of how communication worked. She was elegant, almost ethereal in her form. She had long, slender limbs, moving with a fluidity that was mesmerizing. Her eyes were truly remarkable, bright blue-gray, deep and intelligent, conveying vast wisdom. Her face was perfect, almost angelic in its symmetry, yet it hardly smiled or gave outward expression. It wasn't a lack of emotion, but rather a profound calm, a state of being beyond human emotional fluctuations. She embodied a peaceful, ancient intelligence. She sat in front of what I can only describe as a control panel, perhaps. It was unlike any console I had ever seen. And the control panel itself was beautiful. It was the color of mother of pearl, shimmering with light sparkles and a delicate, almost internal pinkish hue. It wasn't a flat screen or a series of buttons. It seemed almost organic, flowing, with a subtle luminescence that pulsed from within. Before I could even form the question in my mind about what this magnificent structure was, she answered, telling me it was okay to look at the child's playroom. The playroom was warm and inviting, a stark contrast to the sterile, polished elegance of the control area. There were books, colorful toys, a small table, and a shelf with a single chair. It felt familiar and safe, yet still undeniably alien in its perfect arrangement. She was apparently studying me by seeing what I was drawn to. It was a test, a gentle observation of my innate curiosities, my instincts. And what I was drawn to, without hesitation, was this particular symbol, an oval with lines radiating out from its center. It was subtly placed, almost calling to me. I instinctively climbed the small chair to reach it, stretching out my hand to touch it. And the damn thing was a touch screen. I had never seen technology like that before. Remember, I was born in 1980, so touch screens in 1988 were the stuff of pure science fiction. The smooth, cool surface registered my touch instantly. When the screen changed, it revealed a live camera of the stars. It was magnificent, a breathtaking real-time view of distant galaxies, nebulae, and celestial wonders far beyond what any human telescope could offer at the time. The universe unfolded before my eyes, vast and vibrant. I turned to look at her, my young mind reeling from the incredible sight. And she, in turn, seemed to acknowledge my wonder. She pretended to manipulate the control area, though I knew it was more than just physical interaction. The panel itself looked like a giant bird bath, a concave surface of that luminous mother-of-pearl material. It appeared she was controlling the speed of the ship with her mind and touch. The tip of the bird bath had different colors, determining the speed, I guess. A visual indicator of something far more complex. It was a seamless integration of thought and technology, a living ship responding to pure consciousness. The encounter concluded as subtly as it began, but the effects lingered, profound and undeniable. I hope anyone can share their similar experience, because the lasting impact has been immense. Ever since then, electronics would go crazy near me. My family would notice it. Some devices would just turn off when I walked by. Lights would flicker, radios would sputter. I could never keep a watch because somehow I would drain the batteries within hours or days. It was as if my very presence or some energy I now carried, interfered with their delicate mechanisms. Beyond the electronic interference, the encounter also gifted me with knowledge of so many things, insights that I couldn't have possibly known otherwise. It was an intuitive download, a direct knowing. One of the most striking pieces of information was that the moon is actually hollow. I had no concept of astronomy or lunar geology at that age, yet this fact was simply known to me, a quiet truth residing in my mind. And perhaps even more mind-bending, I understood that time can be manipulated easily. What felt like 45 to 60 minutes there on that ship was only a few minutes in Earth time. It explained the apparent vanishing act, the impossible speed of the experience. The fabric of reality, as I understood it, had been stretched and compressed. This experience, starting with the orange orb and culminating in that incredible interaction, has shaped my life. It wasn't a nightmare. It was a profound, almost spiritual awakening. It's a testament to the fact that we are not alone, that existence holds far more wonders and mysteries than our conventional understanding allows. Thank you so much for reading this. I hope my story can connect with others who have felt this unique resonance with the cosmos. This extraordinary testimony from Michigan, 1988, offers a rare glimpse into a highly interactive and seemingly benevolent contact experience. The details of the unique technology, the telepathic communication, and the post-encounter effects paint a picture of a profound and ongoing connection. What are your thoughts on this incredible account? Have you or anyone you know experienced similar encounters, unique technological interactions, or lasting physical, mental effects after a UFO sighting? Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Vetted for more true encounters, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Let's keep the conversation going.